2, 1. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Tut, and welcome to Tut from the Tune. I'm here with not one, not two, but 3 special guests today. Very crazy, very crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a lot. I did not expect this. I expected like 2 people maybe. But we are here with our past co-host, Caleb Davey.
What's up?
We're here with the lovely Miss Kinsey.
Hello.
And we are here with my boy Cameron.
What's up?
Today we are going over talking about one's image, not just body, mentality, emotional levels and stuff like that, and spiritually how people see themselves and how they want to be portrayed in reality. So, as I was saying, and what I normally go on with, is that I want this to be a long-standing podcast and have an understanding that everything that we discuss here is things that you should bring up to yourselves and feel comfortable asking yourselves. Like every one of these questions, yes, they might seem strong at the moment, but at some point you will ask yourself these questions. And if not, then oh well. But no, I want you to feel comfortable here and be able to discuss it with us in the comment section. Leave a like, comment. I would really appreciate any interaction regarding, if you have any questions regarding anything we talk about, or even like a small joke every once in a while, or even you telling us your experience. I would love to hear about your experiences. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying, the third topic, second topic is, drum roll please, let's talk about one's image, as I said before, and pretty much we're going over most of the main subtopics is body dysmorphia, anorexia, eating disorders, binge eating, dieting, tips and appearances, and character traits that are personal necessities for individuals. Like even just like small things that they keep around. Like for me, it's my Doc Martens. Like I always have my Docs when I go on a trip or whenever I go somewhere. For others, it could be the skincare routine, and for some, it could literally just be an apple on the table. This is not real. Caleb has a thing of keeping fake food around the house.
Hey, yo.
Bamboozled the life out of me.
Okay, I wanted a green apple.
Say
It's foam.
yeah, use phone.
Foam apples.
Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's
the aesthetic. You don't use your gas.
That's your problem. You should have ate
Hey, all right. All right. So as I was saying, we are talking about one's body image. One of the questions that came to my mind was pretty much, can you share your personal experiences regarding body dysmorphia, eating disorders, and one's self-perception? The person with the mic will be the one to discuss first and explaining how they dealt with it and what they went through.
Well, if I could start, I guess I'm the first one up since I'm like, at some point I did have to just look in the mirror and see myself, for who I was, every part, the height, just everything. And, before it did bother me, I guess, but, I guess it's just, I think it's something I dealt with time, as I mature and get older. I feel like, how people see me, it matters to me less and less, honestly. I mean, before it used to bother me, my height used to bother me, for instance, right? About every summer before I went to the next grade level, I thought I would get teased or looked at funny for my height, right? And it didn't help that I was in a wheelchair, But as I went on, right, and I realized, well, you know, if you don't want people to, you know, look at you for your physical, let them see you for your mental, right? So everywhere I go, I try to, you know, speak with as much authority as I can, so they can look at, you know, what's in here, not what's my body, right? But I do understand, you know, people who go through that. I still go through that, right? I think my biggest insecurity right now, other than my height, would be my teeth, right? I don't have perfect teeth. I don't have perfectly white teeth, but you know, it doesn't really affect me and who I am. I still think about it, right? Because I'm waiting for that day that one person just, you know, makes a joke or makes a side comment and it makes me uncomfortable. And it has happened to me before. And you know, I'm pretty good at brushing things off, right? But you know, it always gets in the back. It sticks around for a while before it, you know, completely dissolves. So I guess that's my biggest insecurity. But I guess my principle still stands. You know, instead of letting people judge you from your physical, let them see you for your mental, and I guess you can control that, right? By what you say, how you act, what you do. So, yeah.
Indeed. Does anyone else have anything else to say regarding
I would just like to say that at one point in time I did have body dysmorphia, but for me it really wasn't that big of a deal because I told myself, why should I care what other people think of me? But just to tap on what Caleb said, as he said, why should you care, well not what he said, but in my words, why should you care about what's on the outside when people really care about what's on the inside? Your beauty may attract people, but it's what's on the inside that'll make them stay.
Indeed.
Okay. So, growing up, I was around predominantly on both my mother's side of the family, but like I did tend to visit my dad's side of the family, and being around specifically like the women and seeing how like, you know, tall and like, you know, kind of like the, you know, curvier side, I always thought that I was kind of like a burden, being that I wasn't as tall or curvy. And growing up, even like in high school, like even middle school actually, I used to always find myself to be ugly, considering that a lot of my friends would like get like certain attention from guys, and I never got the attention. I think it also had to do with the fact that I was kind of annoying in middle school. But yeah, I was a little annoying in middle school. But it also had to do with, and not to like dog him, but my dad, around a certain age, you know, when you're growing up in puberty or whatever, your body pressure change or whatever, he would always tell me I needed to start like wearing, you know, thicker, you know, clothes, like cover myself. And he didn't try, I guess, in a sense, to be rude about it, but I took it as rude because it was kind of rude, because he basically used to call me fat. Because he compared my sister, who was a student athlete, from ever since she was a little girl all up until she graduated high school, from me, who was never into sports. And he would always say, hey, your sister used to work out a lot, you don't, you sit in the house, you eat too many snacks. And I used to always think that my dad, you know, or like, if he could say this about me, then other people think this too. And that kind of started this downward spiral of me like not eating as much, to the point where I became hella anemic. And I still am anemic. And I don't even like eat certain foods anymore. I'm starting to actually like, you know, get a healthier lifestyle. And I don't know, seeing my mom, how beautiful she was and how like, you know, tall and curvy she was, I wanted to be like her. I wanted to be like my family, and I just, no matter what I did, like my body didn't change. And so for some reason, I just always felt like that I was just this big blob of like nothingness. And I still do sometimes, but it definitely has lessened as I've gotten older, and I've situated myself around more positive people. And I'm just still a long journey ahead. But.
If I could, because I relate to that. I don't know if you guys know, but my family, I also am full of athletes, right? My whole family is tall. My father, 6 foot. My mom, 5'9". My sister, 5'9", right? My older sister's probably 5'8". Somewhere.
Your dad's 6'4".
6'6", actually.
6'6".
Yeah,
He's tall.
He's a tall dude, right? And you know, my younger sister. I'll get to that, but yeah, I'm obviously I'm a good 5 feet, right? So, and my sister is a model now. She does modeling, and you know I've seen her pictures online. I'm like, it's nice, you know, it's nice that my sister's getting that kind of attention. But I sometimes worry. But as for me, right, I feel like I have to work extra hard to making an impression because outright. I'm 5 foot below the average male height, right? And I don't have perfect teeth, right? They're not even white. And so yeah, I feel like I have to work extra hard to like be accepted appearance-wise because, you know, in this day and age, appearance is everything. As much as I hate to admit it, appearance is everything. Right, and I think more than ever, I think people are experiencing what you're going through. That people feel like they're not enough or not doing enough when it comes to body image, right? And so I think that's why I try to focus on, you know, how I talk to people, how I speak, my mannerisms, right? But yeah, I think what's most important for everyone, not just you, is just to accept who you are, to be comfortable with who you are. And I still struggle with that. You know, I still do my daily affirmations of, hey, it doesn't even have to be much. I just say, hey, you're a cool dude, and walk on, right? But, you know, I find myself working harder than usual just to make a good impression because, you know, I'm not going on dates, right? I'm not, you know, out here posting pictures of myself, right? Partly because I'm not confident in my own body image, right? I mean, it's not to the point where it's anxiety-ridden, but, you know, if it were go out and, you know, show your stuff and stay in, I'm staying in, right? Part of the reason why I like being by myself so much is that I don't have to deal with that, you know? Nobody's judging how I look, you know, what clothes I'm wearing, what shoes I'm wearing, you know? If I'm wearing all the brands, it's just me and my comfortable fit, and I'm doing what I want to do. But, you know, I guess I'm still working on it. You know, I'm still trying to go to the gym as much as possible. Not to like put up goals or anything, but just to be healthier, right? And you know, maybe when I get there, right, you know, people start noticing. But that's just a side benefit because I think I will feel better about myself. You know, what other people think is a side benefit.
Indeed. So regarding that, I apologize if I took the mic away from you.
No, you're all good. God,
I'm not physically gonna take the mic away from you.
do you want it?
But no, I'm good.
All right.
That's the passing mic for the guests.
All right.
I got me a big mic.
Okay.
Teacher. But no, so
I actually had a question.
Yes, what is your question?
Are you not going to talk on the subject?
I am gonna talk about the
Oh,
subject now. That's why I was like, I was gonna take a second to take the mic.
So, do you want the mic?
No. So let me speak on the subject regarding that. But I can relate to a degree. For me, I gained pretty much a hate for my body. Like, yes, I'm taller than national average. I'm bigger than national average. I work out a lot. I'm relatively attractive, or I like to believe so. I don't know. But it's not helping me right now, I guess. But quite literally, I began to hate my body and myself. Like, I had a conversation with a friend of mine where somebody quite literally told me I kind of have a bitch face.
Resting bitch face?
Yeah, I have a resting bitch face.
Oh, same.
And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I didn't realize that. And now I tend to think about it. But like, I think I've always known that because even during like football, people used to talk about something, you scary as fuck if you're quiet. You're like, you just, like when you're not speaking, when you're not doing anything, you're not laughing, you are truly a scary individual. And I'm like, I don't see myself scary. I'm pretty sure Cameron would say I'm not a scary guy.
No, not really.
No,
but
you're not
like, I actually relate because all the like elementary school, I had like no friends, like literally nobody.
Mhm.
And I finally started making friends with people from my elementary school once I was in like middle school. And that's when they told me, they was like, yeah, nah, we didn't want to be friends with you or come near you because we were scared of your ass. You looked like you was gonna punch somebody.
Yeah.
But
No.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I quite literally, like, I've had that conversation on at least 6 or 7 different times within the past year. Like, listen, somebody quite literally said I was like scary, just like I just have a scary presence, and I'm like, I don't try to be like. Quite literally, I make sure that like when I'm meeting people, whenever I'm going out, I make sure that I'm smiling at least some way, some facet. And I began to realize that it's like you can't live your life like that. Like, you cannot worry about what others think regarding like your mannerisms. Well, yes, your mannerisms. You have to have good manners. Don't be an asshole, people.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Always be polite.
Be polite.
70% of the time. 70%.
The other 30 is for yourself. It's
Yeah.
okay to be selfish.
Okay. I maybe like 90% of the time.
No,
like,
30. 30 is for
70.
yourself. Care about yourself. You deserve it.
You can care about yourself.
Self-care is the best.
Okay.
I would say 70 for yourself, 30 for other people.
I mean, like, yeah, for being for real.
That's the me. That's
But be polite. Be polite.
Okay,
People like
but no, like the way I dress, the way I carry myself, the way I like my haircut, the way I like to keep my hands nice, the way I wear my jewelry. These are all things that I enjoy and things I want to do. Yes, there are times where it's like I feel fat. Like I swear, like if this gets me canceled, I'll take that hit. Like quite literally, like I'll see people and I'm like, it'd be a shame if I just went to go work out right now.
What?
Huh?
No, like if I see like somebody that's like bigger than me
Yeah.
Okay.
or like skinnier than me to a certain degree,
It makes you want to work out.
it makes me just want to like. Or if I see someone that's
That's
like that
just
strong.
getting motivated.
Yeah.
How's
That's
that get you
normal.
canceled?
No. I mean like in the aspect of like.
Spite?
Yeah.
Okay, that's still normal. That's
Yeah,
a way of
that's
motivating.
like saying I don't want to end up like them. Let me better myself.
Let me tell you this. I technically get the same thing. I see an artist online who's better than me. I'd be like, no, I can't have that.
I can't let that shit slip.
Exactly. That's normal.
Or like,
Okay.
I read some really good shit, right? And I'm like, I need to write
That
something.
Chips and Darsky joint.
Yeah, like,
You be like,
yeah!
you be like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to write no buckets.
No, but
no,
even,
like-
even art though, like.
I kind of just assumed it to be a negative trait from
It
her.
kind of is, but
Because I like realized that's kind of fucked up to think about.
No,
like
no.
you look at somebody and be
because you're
like,
doing it for their downfall, yes,
Yeah.
but
But
I don't pray on their
it's
downfall. I hope they
they're
have.
gonna be above you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also for your benefit though. Like,
It's a human.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
selfish. It's a 30%.
Human reaction. Yeah.
But
it's
no,
survival
so-
of the fittest. Bro.
Yes.
Like,
But like quite literally, like I'll see people and I'll be like, damn, it'd be a shame if I went to go work out right now. Or it'd be a shame if I just said, yeah, nah, I'm not eating this right now. This is not worth it. And that's kind of how I carry myself. Like, regarding like body dysmorphia and stuff like that, I think I've always had like some form of like, you can eat. That's a, what is that? It's a long ass Rice treat. But no, I believe that I've always had like some form of body dysmorphia. Bro, why are you eating so seductively?
Bro, it's all.
Why are you eating so seductively?
Bro, I'm just trying to eat, bro.
No, you're sick.
It kind of goes to the topic though. you
This
know?
man just looked at me dead in my eyes, opened it, and then opened his mouth. To like my ass.
I'm looking you in the eyes. You the speaker.
I mean the lollipop.
But you were already eating that. He just slid that out. Oh my god.
Can you stop? Okay.
But no, listening. But give me 2 seconds. Yeah, no.
You're saying
We
that
had
also
to take a
like.
brief intermission.
Yeah.
No. So quite literally, regarding like what I was saying, it was a bit hard for me because I'm me. Like I'm my size. Like technically I should be happy with what I have, Like I'm 6'2", 6'3" in docs. I'm 230 pounds. I play multiple sports. I do all this stuff, but in all actuality, to me, it's not enough because I still feel fat in the eyes of someone else. And it's like I know I tell myself from time to time, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, dog, like, you're fine. You look good. Like, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're doing your thing. But to me, it was never enough. And now that I look back at it, I like realized it was like one of my negative things. Like I always saw myself in like a negative light. And don't get me wrong, like it's not no like crazy thing where it's like, bro, don't eat for weeks at a time. No, it'd be like, quite literally right now, I'm doing this thing where it's like intermittent fasting. Do I need to? Not really. But I will starve myself till noon. And it doesn't matter what time I ate last night, I will starve myself till noon. And that's a consistent thing for me. But, and it's like, I tried to like make it seem like a rational thing, but it's not rational. It's actually kind of stupid for me, considering that I need to still eat around 6,000 calories at minimum. And I'm only eating like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 because I'm only doing like 2 meals a day. Yeah, no, I know I'm an idiot, but we're gonna work on that.
Yeah, no.
But, what made you realize like the negative traits as well as what made you realize that these were negative traits?
Good question. For me, I tend to still do this, but I did it a lot when I was younger. When I felt whenever I was like really fat, or like if I like ate too many sweets or ate pretty much too much anything or whatever, I would purposely starve myself for weeks until I would be on the verge of passing out. And then when I guess timed or like measured like at like the third week, when I felt like I was going to literally like pass out, I would eat something. And it kind of went unnoticed. I never really told my parents that I did this. Also, the weeks intensified. I was never sick because obviously when you're sick, sometimes you don't feel like eating anyways. So that just only further intensified it. But I tend to do it sometimes. Even now, where like if I feel like I'm fat or whatever, I have a fupa, a little pudge. So I'm trying to lose that. Leave me alone.
I want you to understand, it don't go nowhere.
I know it doesn't. But I'm so hard-headed. And I'm so determined.
That shit beautiful, not gonna lie.
Very hard-headed.
Yes, I'm very hard-headed, yes. But I don't think it's beautiful. Well, I don't think people think it's beautiful. I've literally been told that I was ugly for having a fupa.
Who told you that?
There have been things that I went through that you don't know.
Girl, I will beat somebody with my dock right now.
You can't beat this person.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. Well, it's not just one person. It's been like multiple like incidents where like I'll wear a crop top and then someone will actually look at me on the street and they'll think, just trying to up their face. And it would basically ruin my whole entire day. Because I'm actually being confident. Also, I have stretch marks. And so I'm a little...
We love tiger stripes here.
You've seen my stretch.
I got stretch marks.
Okay, so... But, I've learned to, like, somewhat, I guess, accept it. But, it's still hard sometimes. Like, just recently, I actually did not eat for a good 2 weeks straight. Mm-hmm. Or what I would do now is I won't eat all day, and I'll wait until like 4 in the morning to eat something small, and then go to sleep afterwards. Is it healthy? No. What I noticed, yeah, I ate crackers. What I noticed,
Graham crackers?
No, cheese crackers.
cheese crackers.
Cheese crackers.
4 of them, and that's what you call dinner.
Well, you know what you could do instead of that? If you feel like I'm not supporting this. But if you're gonna do it, if you're going to do it, eat peanut butter crackers.
I don't like peanut butter.
Yeah, no, you better, because if you're gonna do, like, I'm not supporting this at all. I'm not at all.
You supporting this at all.
But I'm telling you, you should consider like dietary things.
I
Because like, don't get me wrong, like I definitely do like starve myself. I'm definitely an idiot. I do this all the time, and it's like I fully accept that.
Yeah.
But when I do that, I still have to think of the aspect of like nutrition. I have to understand that I have to eat a certain amount of things and a certain amount, at a certain point. Like this morning, quite literally, like when I go out, I'm very bad with intermittent fasting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm terrible at it. Because if I'm going out and I know I'm not gonna eat for the rest of the day, then then quite literally I'll like eat in the morning and then I won't eat for the rest of the day. What'd you get in that? Oh, pocky. Very nice, very nice. But no, like quite literally I'll just like not eat for the rest of the day. Like I'll probably eat like the most random thing. Like I ate, like this morning I ate the most beautiful, it's not a BLT technically, but it was like this like cheese bagel with a turkey burger with like avocado on it. Oh my god, I think that might have been like the best thing that I've had in a good while. I'm gonna make that like all the time. Yeah. But like I ate that and then like I didn't eat nothing else. But I ate that at like 9 in the morning. I didn't eat until we just ate at like 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll eat like now. And that's been a consistent in my life where it's just like I'll like literally starve myself. Not just the thing. Well, today it was quite literally because I'm not paying for nothing. I'm not spending no bread.
Understandable.
I'd rather starve than spend the bread. But no, it's not healthy. It's not good. It's not productive. It only hinders you and it hurts you.
Yeah.
Eat.
Because it works for a little bit, but then the moment I eat, it comes right back. And so there's no point in really doing it. It's more just like a mental thing that I need to overcome, or anyone that goes through it overcomes for real, or needs to.
One way or another, you truly cannot avoid it. It's kind of something you have to deal with. I wouldn't say that like it's a thing you deal with in the moment, but what I would say is go get help. Go talk to somebody. Get a legal therapist. Not your friend. Your friends are gonna tell you good stuff, don't get me wrong. But like what I'm saying is definitely go get help. I enjoy that we all mutually agree that this is like we just look at the one person. But it's like it's all of us. Like I'm a victim. I do the same thing.
Yeah,
so
I
please
feel
give me that look down too.
I feel really called out right now, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think anyone was being stared at exclusively, but
Yeah,
you know,
literally.
like if you want to stare at somebody, I guess you can stare at you. I don't know. You want to be staring at
Oh, well,
me?
Caleb was the only one not looking at someone.
Oh,
Shit, you trying to look at me?
I mean, I'll look at you. What's up?
Shit, he did pocket. He did really. Oh, he did on the pocket. But no.
Wow.
Like, as I was saying before.
What is this podcast turning into?
The mic's not on.
But no, like quite literally, it's not healthy. Please go get help.
Right.
If it is a thing of needing help to find people, there will be, like, there's going to be research, there's going to be data, stuff like that, regarding like certain dietary methods. Don't do fat diets. Hotlines. Yes.
Hotlines.
No
Can't forget
trade.
the hotlines.
Please reach out. Please ask for help. Your friends can help you, but they can only help you so much.
If I may speak on my when I knew my well, my source of negativity, I should say. Surprisingly, it came from my mom. Right? It's the subtle looks whenever I smile too hard. And that's mainly it. It's my teeth, right? I think it's the fact that it comes from my mom. It makes me really insecure. Another thing that she does is when I'm eating and I'm enjoying good food, right? And she says, no girl is gonna go out with you if you do blank, right?
You chew with your mouth open.
Hey, listen,
Why'd you say do blank? Why did you just say it?
No, be honest. I can respect how you feel about it, but like
I don't as much anymore, but thanks, I guess.
My mom tells my dad the same thing.
I'm sorry for making light of your mental health.
My dad says I eat too much.
Yeah, no, but
Man, we've talked about this.
I've been
But,
I've been getting that you've been eating too much since I was like 5. I'm not gonna lie.
My parents said I was never eating enough, and I still don't eat enough.
We gotta get you. We gotta
It's
get
kind of a mixture for me now.
you. Hey, we all got problems here. We all got problems here. Continue, Caleb.
Yes, please.
yeah, so it's little looks from my mom, these little comments from my mom, and I try not to let them get to me. You know, I try to, keep my head up and, keep those positive affirmations. But I think, it's just those comments, and it's a double-edged sword because at the same time, it makes me want to do better, take care of my image. Because I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to my image, I don't put too much effort into it. Not because I don't care, but honestly, it's because I know that this generation is highly superficial, right? We care a lot about how one looks over how one really acts, right? And I try not to be materialistic. Little story is when I got braces, I hated it. Not because how the way it made me feel, but on the outside, right? Because they hurt for a while. But how they made me feel on the inside, right? 'Cause my thought process was I was thinking long term, because our bodies are temporary, right? I always keep that in mind. Our bodies are temporary, right? And I never really understood why people spend so much on, how they look, right? Like how they get their teeth done and, expensive clothes, expensive shoes, right? Implants, right? I never understood that because I knew that one day it's not going to matter anymore. One day you're going to come to an age where, all that beautiful stuff is going to fade away and it's not going to matter. So, I hated it, right? I hated it when, I smiled too hard and my mom complimented my teeth. I hated it when my mom, told me to brush my hair even though, because I'll be honest, I don't really notice my own flaws sometimes. And I think that's good. I think a lot of people should do a healthy amount of ignoring. I think a lot of people should ignore a healthy amount of their flaws. Like those tiny imperfections that you have, right? And by ignore, I guess by ignore, I mean accept, right? Because you really shouldn't ignore your insecurities because that's how they bottle them up and they explode. But I think people should learn to accept the small insecurities they have. Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir because I still need to accept myself 100%, and I don't. Like, I don't think I'll ever accept all of myself, right? And I think another point is where my flaws became negative is just how people talked. Not about me, but just about beauty standards in general. Because, I'm online a lot and I see these random reels about, my man has to be 6 foot or my woman has to have, this breast size, this ass size. And these just unrealistic expectations for, dating and body image, right? And I think that's what scares most people, right? Is the unrealistic expectations people place on themselves, people place on their potential partners, their partners in the now. And honestly, I think that's what makes me so insecure about myself is because nobody's telling me these things outright except for my mom. But people will talk about what they want in their partners and how they want their wife or husband to be, and I take that and I'm like, well, where do I fit? I know because I don't really need to fit anywhere, right? I'm at the point where I really don't care if I fit in society or not. But there's still a small part of me that's like, well, you gotta assimilate somewhat. You gotta, follow the program somewhat, or else you'll be a complete outcast. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants to be accepted, at least somewhat.
Well, not all of us want to be fucking loners.
Bro, it's not being lonely. It's called being healthy.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
Speak on that.
Before we get to that, I have a question that I wanted to ask everyone, truthfully.
Yeah.
Do you believe some of these standards have either strained or strengthened some of your relationships?
Strange.
Strained?
Like
all the time?
all of them. All of them. Because
Like, what type of relationships?
Like
Ma'am, you can
like
talk
your
on this.
friendships,
Oh, okay.
your friendships, your
Relationships.
situationships, your love life.
Mhm.
Do you truly believe that it's like, did it strain, or
Did it cause some sort of
did it
problem?
strain? Like, did it cause any problems, or did it make your relationship stronger because of it?
With my friends, I don't have any issues. It's more so them trying to encourage me every day to actually believe in myself and like being happy. With relationships, however, no, it's just no. This is
For them boys.
it's definitely my confidence has definitely dwindled a lot,
Oh yeah.
like immensely.
Hmm.
I've been teased, harassed. It's just not fun. It's not. And I always thought that I was the problem. In fact, sometimes I still do think I am the problem because it just seems like every person. I haven't even been in a relationship yet. It's more so just me like talking to guys and talking stages and like them pretending to like me for me. And then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, they're like, oh well, fuck you anyways, blah blah blah, you fat piece of bitch.
Damn.
Can you send me a list of some of these guys?
Hey
I know
yo.
all of them.
We know a few.
I know all of them. It's okay.
We got a guy for that.
Or like
We got a guy for that.
the most recent.
We're not saying we're putting a hit out on him.
No.
We got a guy for that.
No, please. Or like the most recent one. The most recent one was
We don't use names.
Or I'm not using his name.
Just say
Not
Just say Jack. We'll say Jack.
Okay, Jack.
Jack me off. I'm sorry. No. It's just a name. I'm sorry. That's why.
You know what? Okay, so Jack, we had similarities. We were both half Jamaican, so we were like, Caribbean brethren or whatever. Things were going great at first until towards the end, where he revealed to me that he didn't have a romantic connection with me on account of that he went to school far out, like we're still on the East Coast, like out in Virginia somewhere, and then I was still in DC, and like he basically said that he didn't have a romantic connection with me, even though we've been texting for like months, and he had recently started talking to another girl while he was talking to me, and he told me that she was more prettier because her skin was clearer and because she was thicker, and she actually looked like a true Caribbean girl, a true island gal, actually, as he put it, because she had big titties, big ass, she could twerk, dirty wine, and yeah.
She likes to wear little.
It's so. Also, the fact that she also knows how to do her makeup and that she wears lashes, and I'm more natural. And I don't do that.
She would full face first until it's not that far.
Okay, but yeah, and that really kind of hurt me. Not really more so like him, like his physicality, because like let's be honest, he wasn't a 10 either. But like.
Yeah.
Just to hear him say like, yeah, you're not even Caribbean enough, or you really half Jamaican because your ass is flat, your titties are saggy and they're tiny. And it was just like a lot of like, wow,
Damn.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
You know him? We got a guy.
I know his roommate.
We got a guy.
You know his roommate.
I was gonna say we know his roommate.
We all know his roommate.
Wait,
Oh, you're kidding.
We all know his
we
roommate.
know his roommate.
because I don't be paying attention.
Ah.
I don't think you know his roommate.
Yeah,
no, you
I
know.
was about to
We
say like,
know
We
his
know his
roommate.
roommate.
okay.
Ah.
I'm glad not
Good
to
to know.
Just
Off the record.
yeah,
Off the air?
Off the record. Off the
We'll
air, yeah.
discuss that.
Like,
But no.
yeah. Mhm.
So regarding that, like I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's very messed up.
Mhm.
Also, regarding the comment I said, I'm very much jokey joke, but in all actuality, I'm truly like if you felt uncomfortable or anyone feels uncomfortable with like anything I say, like I apologize. Like I do say I do have a tendency to do dirty jokes and stuff like that, but like I do have to reel it in sometimes because this is a
Supposed to be a safe
Safe
space.
space.
a safe space, and it's supposed to be a spot where it's like you're supposed to be comfortable, and I apologize.
Okay.
But no, continuing on what I was saying, like I'm very sorry that happened to you. No one deserves that. That's really messed up that he put you through that type of situation. That will be dealt with accordingly.
Yes.
But no, so regarding like him and that whole situation, like did it make you want to change something about you?
Yes.
Like what?
It made me want to, not for him though, I will say that, not for him. It just made me feel like since everyone is saying the same thing, that I needed to change myself, I guess for the betterment of myself, so that I would never get any more like negative attack towards me. So for me, I would want to change, I would like, it's actually kind of sucks. I actually looked up like ways, natural ways to make my fucking curves bigger. And like, it's just, it was a really tough time for me. Cause I don't know, I just felt like I was ugly. Every guy I talked to, also there's another reason why it always turns down like that is because I am pure still. And so, I'm a virgin still. And so a lot of guys are just like, oh, like when they hear that, they act all nice at first until they like, freak out like, oh, well, you know what, fuck you, because your body's fat and I don't want to actually, them.
Yeah.
That's
We've talked
fuck.
about this before, and that is
Hey, he will be dealt with accordingly. But no, like regarding that, that's a different level of messed up,
Yeah.
and that'll be dealt with accordingly. Like that just made me like livid.
If I had $1 for every time you said that, but
He's like,
Me?
no,
him.
He's light skinned. He can be dealt with.
Cool.
And he likes it. Oh yeah. But no, like I want you to understand, like Caleb, if I ever was like on you regarding that, like I apologize because like as I've gotten older, like I genuinely have like realized. Like I saw that in the corner of my eye when you pulled it out. I'm sorry, that just completely like disread.
Bro, you confused me. You stopped talking. I'm like, what happened? I see you looking over at me, and I'm like this, and I'm like, oh.
But no, like Caleb, I genuinely like apologize if I like ever like, got on you regarding it.
It's all good. It's all good.
I know, but still, it's like a matter of respect.
Yeah.
Like I want you to understand, like regarding like that type of stuff, and like dating and all of that, like when you're dealing with someone else, and it's not just your body and your experience, you should be able to do it on your time when you're comfortable, how comfortable you are, and what makes you feel as though you want to be around this person, with this person. Regarding dating and stuff like that, you should not rush into it. Do not put a time schedule on trying to date someone. If you need to talk to them for a month or some change, or even a year, just talking and y'all being friends, then so be it.
I find it funny, what you said about your ridicule, right? How everyone's ridiculing you about your body. It's funny because I get that not from outside but inside, right? So a lot of the ridicule that I face is just negative self-talk, right? And I think that, because I look in the mirror almost every day, right? I got a mirror in my room, so it's kind of unavoidable, right?
Yep.
I have good days where I'd say, hey, I look good, but most of the days, it's change this, change that, and I think what that does to me and what's that doing to me is I will see a girl that I'm genuinely interested in, right? But I talk myself out of it because part of me is just like, you know that she doesn't want you. You know that she doesn't want you, right? And like nobody has to say anything, right? It's weird because it's almost like I reject myself before anyone else can reject me, right? And so sad to say, I've gotten comfortable with just not trying anymore. I mean, and it doesn't help either. I still get the negative, self-talk voices, but yeah, I just don't try to engage with people of the opposite sex much anymore because honestly, I don't find myself dateable. Right? I don't think that anybody would really want me in that way. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Let him take the mic because I got something to say regarding that too.
It's so hard because same, honestly. Jesus.
I will also say same. I can relate to that. People not thinking in a way. Wait, no, that was wrong as hell. Hold on.
Oh man, I'm bleeding.
I can also what? I'm bleeding too, but like what?
What is happening?
Why are you bleeding? How are you? Why?
Why are you bleeding?
Stop!
That's how you know if it's good or not, bro. Bro, you eat the blood and go back into your body. That's what I always do.
What?
No! That's what I was told as a kid. If I suck on my blood, it go back into my body.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's like mountain kid stuff. Anyways.
Jesus.
Now it's you!
That wasn't me.
Bro,
Lock
Your chair is
in.
one thing, sir. Thank you. Okay.
No, I feel like they can't see you.
No.
They can't see you. Anyways. To put it that way, because I used to have a lot of self-doubt or like no confidence at all. This goes back to like middle school days. I don't think either of y'all two was there for that, but it was me and a couple of other of our friends. And we were just going around the playground asking girls out. Literally, not even girls that liked us or anything. But I would be shy to get rejected. And again, this isn't even a girl that I like or care about or know for that matter. I haven't talked to this woman ever. But I'm so down on myself that I'm just like, damn, I shouldn't do this. I should not do this. Like, I'm turning back.
You talk yourself out.
Yeah, exactly.
You talk yourself out.
You just don't believe you could do that.
Yeah, and honestly, I think part of it is a defense mechanism, right? Because
you don't want to get yourself.
Yeah, I see both sides of this where it's bad in the sense that I'm, putting myself down, but it's a defense mechanism because, if you don't put yourself out there, you can't get hurt, right?
But the same would apply to your writing.
Huh?
But the same would apply to your writing.
Right, of course, right? But writing is different, right? Because
it still takes courage.
Huh?
It still takes courage to put your work out there. It can always be judged negatively and be back to you.
True, but I feel like romantically, it's a whole different.
Okay.
That's different.
So I'm gonna take the mic for a second.
What?
But regarding that, dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I do the same damn thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. On the record, I'm a victim of this as well. But something that tells me, in my heart, I do have those small little voices. The voices. But that was quite offensive. I apologize. But no.
Sure.
We're showing to everyone who has Deadpool voices in their head.
Sure. My mother has schizophrenia.
My dad has schizophrenia. I actually.
You're not the dad.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I hope y'all parents see Winnie the Pooh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll talk about that later. That's going to pop up in a very serious topic on another day, but not today. Episode 27.
I'll be there for that.
Traumatizing. Let's go.
Regarding that, I'm telling you though, quite literally, I want you to more of the time. What I used to tell myself was oh, I'm not in their league, or I'm not at their level, or they're too pretty. No. See now, I still have that, but like I'm more of a rational person where it's just like a. So I was in DC for like maybe 2 to 3 months maximum. So I cannot date a DC person. I would feel as though that's messed up. Like I am out of the district.
Oh, you're
90%
out
of
of
the-
the like physically?
Yeah, like
Like
no, like
geographically?
like before it used to be like it was a physical standpoint. Oh, they're too beautiful. No,
But now it's geographic.
yeah, and like now it's just like it's a thing of
How
like
does that relate?
no now
Two different things.
no okay. I'm saying
No.
like now, but like when I like when we were younger, like quite literally, like I would see like some women and be like, is it even worth trying?
Damn.
True.
Like, is it even worth, like, going about it? Like, quite literally, I used to tell myself, it's just like, why even do that to myself? Like, I don't even think I'm good enough to do that. Like, it's not worth it to go talk to this beautiful woman that's, like, I truly find attractive. I love her characteristics, not just body-wise, but emotionally, mentally. Or I'd be like, oh, she's probably with somebody, or because she's too perfect. But in all actuality, the only thing stopping you from reaching out to this person is you, or their boyfriend, or their girlfriend, or their significant other.
Yeah.
But like quite literally, it's you.
Wow.
Because even then, he can like if you really that grimy.
To touch on what you said, he is kind of right, speaking from a standpoint where I've technically been in that situation where I had a crush on this girl and
So you're talking like
didn't talk to her way sooner. But come to find out, like a year later, next school year, she turned out she liked me. Wow. So who's next?
but no, I'll continue my speech.
He wants to go.
But continuing on with that, and it's like it created like an unrealistic standard for me. And yes, I grew into that standard somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I made it happen. But like quite literally,
Wait, Nate, what happened?
Yeah, what did you
I
make
grew
happen?
into the unrealistic standard I set for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like I was telling myself I have to be 6'2", I have to be like 225, and I have to be like somewhat charming. I need to be this like I need to be Prince Charming, quite
Hear
literally.
that, people? It's all about your genetics.
Hey,
Wow.
no,
Wow.
no.
Hear that? He got everything he wanted.
yeah.
Everything he dreamed of being, he got it.
But like the
that's
thing,
crazy.
but the thing is, like even though I got what I wanted,
It didn't feel like enough.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's rough now because like I work out to a ridiculous amount now that I'm going back at it. Like my brother and my mother was talking about it the other day where it was just like we'll like have like a full day of working out. Like we were at the Bahamas, right? I went on a Bahamas trip. The last episode literally was done in the Bahamas. Like you'll see that.
And
Like,
he didn't buy me no hoodie. That's crazy.
I didn't buy anything except for this bracelet.
Why didn't you send me any sand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
I
a
don't got
shot.
money for what's the name of the shipping?
Bro.
Sand literally.
Bro.
Sand.
For shipping!
Bro, put that
Sand.
in your pocket, bro.
You want some sand? I'll give you some sand from my bag.
No, it has to be the Bahama sand.
Okay, but no, like.
Put it in a jar, take it with you.
Oh my god.
My sister does that.
Oh my god. Can I speak?
No.
Okay.
No.
Whoa. No. Okay.
But no, like what I was saying was like even in the Bahamas, like I'm still like working out, and like I know I'm tired and I know I'm hurting, but in all actuality, like why am I doing this? I don't know, but it felt right. So I would wake up at like 7 in the morning. I'll work out. Then I'll like before I go to bed or like if I have like free time, I would just work out. And then we'll have like a full day of like workouts or like a full day of like whatever I was doing and I'm burnt out, I'm tired. That didn't matter.
So I
I'll
think
still work
that
out.
brings me to my question, right?
Mhm.
I heard you say that, I have, the looks, you got the muscles, you got the body, everything, right? But like, you said it's never enough, right?
Yes.
When will it be? right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
um, I ask myself. I have a lot of scenarios, right? I think about scenarios, right? And I think this is the most common one, right? Say you do take that leap of faith. You do ask that girl, and hey, she says yes, right? And you guys are in a relationship now, and you're happy, right? Or that's the question: will you be happy, right? Um, and then I also think to myself, well, would I even be able to handle it, right? All that's going on because I've been on my own for like 3 to 4 years now, since my last one. So, um, you know, yeah. Will I be able to handle that, right? What can I legit see myself, right? Because as I live right now, almost everything I do is for me, right? If I don't want to do something, if I don't want to go somewhere, I will not go, right? Um, I eat for myself, I entertain myself, I do everything for myself, right? And adding another person to that, again, thinking about someone else, right? And that also body image, right? Coming from sort of body image, right? You now have this other person telling you, you're enough, right? Will that satisfy, me? Will that quiet the negative voices that I hear all the time? And I don't know, right? I don't know, if if I'm ready for that. Then I ask myself, what is ready for that, you know? So yeah, I don't know. When will it be enough for you? Because me, I don't know, right? I don't know what enough looks like, right? The thing is, enough is enough. When is enough, right? When do we stop and say, this is it. This is what I want. This is it. Anybody take that?
I'll speak on that. So quite literally, I realized, like as I was getting older, for me it'll never be enough. Not just in my own standpoint, but the things I'm a part of. Like I am in multiple sports where yes, I have to fit this type of build. I need to be at this level of strength. I need to have this. I need to have that. Where I'm held under a standard. And if I don't meet that standard, for example, for the Navy, they literally have a height and weight restriction. For me, it's kind of unrealistic for my height and weight. They expect me to be, I think, 190 for my height. If I'm incorrect, please fact check me. I believe it's like 190 to 200. I don't really remember. But the last time I was like 200 pounds, it was because I was starving myself. And I don't mean like the starving myself that I do now, where it's just like, I'll eat at some point. I mean like, I was literally passing out because of it. I wasn't feeling safe because of it. And quite literally, I picked up an eating disorder because of it. Because I believed that, oh my God, like I have to fit the standard, I need to do this, I need to be at this body fat percentage. Which, because it's like I didn't want to be taped. But nowadays, I've come to terms that I'm just going to get taped.
What does that mean?
So like so whenever you're like getting your height and weight and stuff, like after a certain point, it's like I don't meet the normal standard. So what they do is they tape you for body fat percentage. My body fat percentage tends to range from like 13% to 18%, which is what you would think is like a very small range. But that's a huge range. That's huge. Like my brother is maybe 10% body fat. And he's like 180 at like 6 foot. I'm, as I said before, 6'2", 230. It's a huge range with a whole bunch of numbers where it's like people's body types are put into display and all that, and I'm not truly comfortable with it sometimes. But I've come to terms with the fact that it's just unnecessary. For me, the idea of it's not enough is truly it's never enough. I don't think that I will ever be able to just be like, yeah, no, this is cool. Like I'm kind of like that, where it's just like I'm okay with getting tape, but I still have to keep in mind that, or at least in my mind, that I'm still getting tape. I'm still being measured to be fit into a standard deviation. Anyone else has any words on that?
Well, I'm kind of with you on that one, where enough is never enough. Because I'll see someone that's like better than me. It could be anything that they're better than me at. Like, I don't even play Mortal Kombat like that, but this man is better than me in Mortal Kombat. But this man is better than me in Mortal Kombat, and literally every time we play, I don't quit playing until I win. And even then, winning once isn't enough. Even against her.
Yeah,
Against her and Mancala. Right now, we're like 22-8.
I forgot how to play that game.
We're like 22-8, and I still send her games every day because I'm just not backing down. I want to be the best.
Can't go out and lost.
It's that type of mentality, like for everything.
Yeah.
Except for gambling. Don't have that mentality on gambling.
Yeah.
No.
Always go out on the loss.
Or just don't gamble.
That is what.
Yeah,
No, I want to
I
make
don't
money.
gamble.
Yeah, that just don't gamble.
If you're feeling lucky, gamble.
Yes. That. I can't say I cannot support or nor deny gambling, but there's a point where gambling is qualifies as an addiction. So, like, definitely do it in moderation if you want to do it.
Mhm.
Like, you can do it in moderation. When you feel it's not a thing of when you feel as though it's unhealthy. It's a thing of when everyone says like, "Yo, this is kind of messed up. You should probably not do this anymore."
Yeah.
That's when it's.
Or
like,
I'd say just don't get to the fact where you owe people. Like,
Oh.
yeah. Just don't get there. Because, like,
and
I wouldn't
it's-
know. But, you know, I've heard it's bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. But no, what are we talking about?
Damn.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You really lost sight, huh?
When it's ever enough or not.
Oh no, so the regarding of like when it's enough, it's like I don't think it'll ever be enough, and it's like I've grown to terms with that fact. I've become truly comfortable with that fact, and I hate it that it's like that. But in all actuality, like I just feel as though that's how it's just gonna be.
I have not come to terms with that fact yet, and I still want to be the very best that ever lived.
Okay, just for your shoulder protagonist.
I think you mean Ash Ketchum,
Shoulder protagonist.
not Shonen. Proxy battle anime.
Yeah, no, but for me, right, there used to be a time where that what was enough for me was a kidney, right? Because I got a kidney transplant in 2020. I was on dialysis for 8 years, and I tell myself, hey, once I get that kidney, I'll be happy, right? I'll be happy. Whereas now, I have the kidney, and I'm happy to a degree. I'm alive, I'm healthy. But now it's all about keeping it. And when it comes to it never being enough, it's not enough just to do the bare minimum, especially when it comes to that. But you know, on relationships and well, honestly, not having one. I don't know, right? I don't know if being in a relationship would satisfy me, and that's a problem. Because if I'm not satisfied with, you know, being with someone, then what's to say that I'm satisfied with myself? I don't even know if I'm enough for myself as I am right now, right? Clearly not, because I want to do things like, you know, get a car, right? I feel like I am not enough because everyone else has a car, a license, girlfriend, in most cases.
None of those things.
What?
Continue.
You have a girl. Okay. Anyway, We'll talk about it later.
That will be dealt with accordingly.
That will be dealt with accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I feel like I need to be more because, people have more than me, right? And it's not even a greed thing, right? It's just like, I need this because I want to be able to sustain myself, right? Because honestly, I don't like Ubering everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Metroing everywhere sucks, right?
Spending money sucks.
Spending money does suck. Honestly, I still have that dream. I wish everything was free. I think the whole world would go a little bit better. I know.
Everything is free as long as you're not caught. Don't steal, kids.
I'm broke, so hey,
Yeah,
poor.
no.
fund my lifestyle. As a matter of fact, I'm plugging this. I'm making a GoFundMe. It's Fun Tuts Lifestyle.
Do not so fund him.
I'm wiring it to my bank account.
Oh my god.
Fund my lifestyle, please.
Do not fund him.
Because I do like, don't get me wrong, I do like random things.
That's the
but like-
quickest way to get yourself in a midlife crisis.
Oh,
I just want you guys to know before you fund him, this is the same guy who said he got everything he wanted. 6 feet, looking charming, everything he wanted, good at sports,
Yeah, no.
6-pack. Oh my god.
Hey, I ain't got a 6-pack. It's more like a 4-pack.
Hey, cap!
Pudding.
Cap!
It's more like a 4-pack of pudding. But we can be
Pull it
honest.
up right now.
I'm not pulling up my shirt on
Slime,
film.
sir.
It's okay. I've seen it. I've seen
We
it.
all have at some point.
I haven't. I'm ready.
But no, like.
Oh man.
I would at least hope you donate some of the money to charity.
Yes.
I am the charity.
Yo.
Wow.
I'm actually gonna donate. Most of the proceeds that I get from this actually will go to charity, and then the rest of the proceeds will probably
Which
go to my
charities?
clothing line.
Sir, we will get there when we get there.
When we actually get a penny, we can worry about the
When
penny.
YouTube gives us our revenue.
Damn. Okay.
But no, so like regarding like that, like yes, I do technically have most of the things I wanted in my life. God, that's gonna sound conceited. This sounds pretty conceited, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna say that.
But no, like, as I've said, it's never enough. And it sucks. Because I do feel as though, like, in the bottom of my heart, that's messed up. Like, I have a lot more than a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I bring more to the table. I'm what people seek. Well, I believe
Wait a
some-
minute.
Or, like, I believe what some people seek.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that. No, I'm 199. No, 1,000% sure.
Bombastic side eye, sir.
I'm 1,000% sure that everyone has their own like thought process on what people would like, what they would like, and what they want to bring, and what they want to like see on the table for them.
I do not.
I do not either.
I
I'm with him.
You have the same likes as him.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if I'm meeting someone, I don't go, damn, what should I do to the person to be the way they expect me to be? No, I'm just gonna be me. And if they don't end up liking me, well then
That's
That- it
that's
just
the
wasn't
guy.
No, I don't mean in that aspect. I mean in that aspect of like,
Everyone has their like desired.
yeah, like they have their
Not
desire.
really.
They have. So everyone has the same likes and dislikes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like not everyone has that set, desire of who they want to be with.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because you can like have set desires of who you want to be with and end up being with someone who's exactly the opposite of every single characteristic.
I have 0 set desires.
Honestly, I think for
I just want to be happy.
Exactly! Yeah, in my life, you're in my life. Hello!
No, at one point I did have that idea of just like I didn't really have any set desires, or I didn't have any set like things. Like I just wanted you to make me happy. But now that I realize in life, I don't want to just be happy in the moment, dog.
Yeah.
Like yes, there will be times where it's like yeah, it's sad, but that's called growing pains, not just be happy for that one moment, get ripped into the next, or be genuinely depressed
I think,
after like a certain amount of time.
yeah. I don't think that. I think that's a I think I misspoke when I said I don't have set desire. What I desire is good values, right?
Yes.
I desire good values.
Now, what are good values to you?
Honestly, let's start with the most obvious one. Don't be an asshole.
I'm your friend.
Huh?
I'm your friend.
Hey, yo, I'm not pursuing you romantically, so you're fine.
Is this a rejection?
Come on.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Can we take it?
Oh, it's
On Pride Month.
Can we
yo.
take
What? Hey,
Intermission, please. Intermission, please.
No, we must continue. We're almost done. We're almost done.
The show must go on.
Yeah, no, no.
Crying.
Go.
Yeah, no, but like, yeah, no. When it comes to romantic interests, right? Don't be so much of an asshole that I despise you. What?
Talk, bro.
Talk.
Okay.
Man up.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna take the mic.
Please.
So,
Here,
like,
here.
I don't want that mic. I got a bigger one.
I can't breathe. Help me. Jesus, help me.
I'm going to metaphorically take the mother.
What mic do you want?
I need a tissue.
Choose your mic.
My eyes are burning.
No, the lollipop almost came out my mouth.
But no,
Do
like,
you want Mickey or Minnie?
oh my god. Hey, lock in. Lock in, bro.
I like how Nacho got everybody to be quiet.
I need a tissue. Okay, we're good.
Hey, lock in. But no, like, continuing on with that, like, there's like standards that everyone has. Like, you might not realize it, but in all actuality, like, you do have a standard, and you can say, "Oh snap,
My ex was a crazy bitch.
so everyone has that crazy
So
one
was
story."
mine.
I have multiple. All of them were.
We will bring that up another day. That will be done with accordingly.
I don't even have an ex. That's so cute.
We will count the one at your job as an ex. Party City.
No.
No?
I never dated him.
I know you didn't,
He
but
had girlfriends.
not why you guys were talking. You told me, well, you cut it off with.
Yo.
Why we can't
Continue.
We're gonna talk about this.
This will be done with accordingly.
This will be done with accordingly.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's the list of phrases we have now. The inconvenience and this will be done with accordingly.
But no, like, what the fuck was I talking about?
I don't remember.
Plymouth the truck.
Boundaries. Boundaries. We were talking about boundaries and everyone
Oh,
has their standards.
yeah,
Yeah.
boundaries and standards. Like, quite literally, everyone has a standard, and I know it's like you say that, but like your standard, quite literally, is just don't be crazy.
Yeah, no, that's mine too.
And it's like it might be like
Yeah.
it might not be like something you feel comfortable in like saying out loud, or you do. It's just that you don't say it, but like that's qualified as a standard.
Damn.
Not if I don't follow it.
I don't really know if I have any standards.
I think you do.
You do have standards.
You
You
definitely do.
You have.
You have standards.
You
You
have.
got
I
standards.
do have
You
standards.
have hella
I think
standards.
that's the issue. I think my standards too high.
No, okay. So what I began to realize is that yes, there are such things as too high of standards, but when it comes to your happiness, seek what you want to seek. But if you don't find it, I feel like that's your fault.
Hey, yo,
I don't
wait.
think that's the person's fault. I don't think
That's
that's
a
the person's fault.
controversial statement.
That's very
That's just life. You experiment and you date someone that didn't work out. Oh well, we moving on to the next.
No, I mean in the
think-
aspect of like before all that. I mean in the aspect of like quite literally when you're looking around
Mhm.
and there's like a standard of like, oh, she must or he must be 6. Like quite literally, one of my friends like
So
calls.
superficial ones.
Yes, very superficial.
I don't have
Like my friend
Yeah.
called me the other day. They were like, oh my god, I just got a relationship. I want you to find me a 6'2" dark skin. I'm like,
That's just very specific.
and I'm like, that's very
You want up the
specific.
stats?
No,
She
it's
put up the stat block?
6'2".
6'2" dark skin chocolate boy.
So like 6
So
and up,
basically-
dark skinned boy.
Basically, like,
Hey, I said the same thing, but it's not my business personally. But
like,
no, but like I want you to understand. I want you to understand this. I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I started putting on the trauma and all that.
You rang?
You rang like
Here comes
the
the smolder.
But like I realized like maybe because I was too close to that person, we might link. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, yo!
Redact it. Redact that.
Cut.
Redact that.
That can't be on YouTube.
But no, like I realize that it's like regarding that, like everyone has standards. It's just you're either not truly comfortable with explaining the standards to people, or your standards are non-superficial. And it's there's probably more things that I'm not discussing like offhand. I'm pretty sure everyone can say that. But like that's how I am, at least. Like my standards, my standards are a little high, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's high in the height and like more of a standard of like I just want you to be a certain height. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was gonna say, you just want someone on your level, pretty much.
Not like my well, actually yeah. Like I'm okay with somebody being taller than me.
I didn't mean height.
I don't set the
Crazy.
confidence match.
I didn't mean height wise.
But like that's like that, and then also like somebody that wants something from themselves, like somebody that actually like strives,
Like has a goal.
and then also something that I wanted to bring up, like regarding his topic, like a while back, and I wanted to discuss this. It's just that I kind of lost track of myself. I want the person to be an addition to my happiness.
Yeah.
And I want to be in addition to their happiness, and we are kind of getting way off topic.
I don't think
Of
we
like
are.
we are.
We are. This is about body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
This
We're
is-
talking about relationships now.
True.
Yeah.
But no,
Part 2.
this is gonna be the end of this after this statement. Unless you guys have anything you want to say.
No.
Up to question 7.
We didn't even
We
get
are
back
at
to.
No, we are at question 7. I want you to understand. It's okay. So I explained this to you before.
Looking at the question.
Hey, you know what's so crazy?
You gotta cut this part out too.
No, I've explained. Okay. So I explained
We
this.
stopped at 3.
So I explained this to you. I explained this to you. We might not hit the exact question,
Okay.
but we are going around the
He
question,
did say. I see.
Okay.
and that's what we've done.
Okay.
He did say 4. He did say 4.
Technically, we've gone through all the questions, but like I'd rather actually hit those
Alright.
because those are actually like heavy hitters. But like,
So those weren't heavy hitters.
but quite literally, like this is the last thing I'm gonna say regarding this topic
Okay.
and like relationships and stuff like that. But like regarding that, like my thing is just like to be an addition to like whatever I got going on. Because my success is my success and your success is your success. Like, what's the name? I watched an interview with Dwayne Wade, and he was explaining how, like, after an argument with his wife, like, they quite literally, like, had an agreement that, like, they did 50-50 on everything. It's never a situation of, oh, this is mine. No. Everything that's written together is everything is together. Which is, yeah, it's a little rough if the person can't bring the 50%, but that's the thing. I want them to be able to bring 50% to the table. I want them to be able to say like, hey, I got this, you got this, let's bring this together, let's do this.
Yeah, that's what I mean by on your level.
And like, yeah, and it's like, I want someone to like strive for themselves, because I've had relationships where it's just like, oh snap, like, I'm in addition to your happiness, but more like, you are my happiness.
Yeah.
Or the happiness can be taken away from you simply because I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Or it's something regarding where you will never be truly happy simply because I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And you might not have done anything, but like they just never trusted you. And I'll come to terms with that. So like I know what I want. I don't think it's too crazy of a thing. Is it too crazy?
No, not at all.
Yeah, like I genuinely don't think that's too crazy. I feel like that's like my only like true standard besides like being at like my height, a little, being close to my height. I feel like if you're a little bit taller, it'd be nice. Because I'm kind of tired of looking down on people. I feel bad.
Wow.
Like,
Here we go.
like no.
Here we go.
So one of
Syndrome.
one of my irrational fears that I picked up like on accident.
You're stepping on your girlfriend.
No. So like when I go to open a door and someone opens the door and I like look directly at like straight and I don't see anything and I look down.
That's a fear for you?
And I look down, and then someone's looking dead into my eye. Like, I don't mean like, no, little, could you please move out of my way? No. Could you please move out of my way, sir? That is like one of my irrational fears. I'm not putting this in the tapes.
You should.
This is
I
definitely.
mean, I technically felt like that too because I've said this already, but all the women in our family are taller than 6 foot. So all the women in my family are taller than 6 foot. My aunt is like taller than this nigga Eli, and she's only 2 years older than me.
How tall is she?
I don't keep talking that shit. Fuck her.
Oh.
You want me to ask?
No way.
We will handle this. This will be dealt with accordingly later.
Jesus Christ.
But like, yeah, and then I like finally went to like, thank you, ma'am, to like public school, and I saw a girl, and I'd be like, damn, y'all kind of short.
Okay.
You kind of short.
So this is definitely going to. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna end the episode, but we will definitely like go into this type of topic as a different type of conversation.
I mean, it always starts out that
No, because I realize we're going way too deep into other things
It went
that
so
are
deep into relationships so fast.
This is your fault though.
Yeah, I know this is my
I mean,
fault.
when you talk about, yeah, like,
Go ahead, Caleb.
okay, like, but like, honestly, like, when you talk about body dysmorphia, right, you're gonna talk about public perception. When you talk about public perception, you're gonna talk about desires. When you talk about desires, you're gonna talk about relationships. So this is the natural flow of things.
True. But there's a point where we gotta go back to it, and like we never did.
We'll definitely go back because there's some stuff that I didn't say. But,
Didn't you just say it's over?
Huh?
You just
That
said
was
it's
the last
over.
it.
Oh yeah. Well,
But like,
go back.
but no, like we'll go back in another
is this
part.
still recorded though?
Yes.
So turn it off.
This is okay. This is okay. No, I still have to do the closing remarks.
I just swallowed my gum.
Is this more bloopers? No.
This is not. Well, this can be. I don't really know. I don't really care.
The blooper, I swallowed my gum. I really went.
This is not bloopers. This is actually the episode. But no,
I
so
swallowed my gum.
so like quite literally,
Yeah.
like regarding like everything that it like stands for, like.
I don't know.
Like I am definitely at fault, and I really like am trying to like work on like being better at like staying on topic. Like I definitely do have a thing where it's like I like to branch out and have like multiple conversations. I like to talk about a lot of things, but that's like I have to work on that because not only am I a podcast host, but I'm a human.
You're a chatterbox too.
You are.
I am too. So.
That's good for me.
I try not to, but hey,
Yeah.
I swallowed the other gum.
when somebody
How many pieces of gum did you swallow?
Only 2. She gave me hers, and then I swallowed. Yeah.
Kirby,
I eat gum like it's candy. It's on accident. I just like,
oh
damn.
yeah,
Off topic, like we said.
Nah. Okay. Let's stop. Well, this will be dealt with accordingly. I have a meme I want to show you guys later.
We are ending, as my dad says, we are ending the transmission.
Okay, so like as I said before, like regarding like all of this, I do feel at fault that I do get a little bit off topic sometimes, and I'm working on it. As a human being, you have to consider the fact that you need to work on some things, and that's just one of the things I'm working on. As always, I truly appreciate anyone who watches this. If you made it this far, hey, you're really a goat, and I love you.
salute you.
And I love you. If you made it to this point, please like write in the comments, hey, I made it to the end.
Say Autobots roll out. That's the only way I'll believe you.
Honestly, you say that, I feel like it'd be super funny. But
Say Autobots roll out.
okay, say Autobots roll out.
That's how we know you really watched the video.
But no, like as I stated before, I want this to be a safe space where everyone could feel comfortable like discussing everything. You can truly feel vulnerable. And I know that it's like, yes, things are shown and things are online, but regardless of that, you can feel comfortable being open about your experiences. You can feel comfortable being upfront with the fact that you've gone through these things and being a part of these things. Even your traumas and your experiences, everything can be brought up. If you don't feel comfortable with it, that's fine. I fully respect that, and I'm happy that if you are able to discuss it with us and discuss it with me, even if it's just a one-on-one conversation where it's never shown, I truly appreciate that to the bottom of my heart. And as I was saying before, please, please, please leave anything. I want to hear questions. I want to hear comments on jokes. I want to hear comments on questions. I want to hear about your experiences. I want to know you like the back of my hand. Oh, snap. With a new cut.
Say your favorite Autobot.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I know they're gonna say Bumblebee.
But no, like, I want to get to know you better than I know myself. And I love you guys. I really appreciate everything you guys have given me and made me feel comfortable. Even just have this situation where I can be open and vulnerable with you guys. Leave a like and comment, and we'll see you later. See you later. Avida say.
See it.
Au revoir.
Adios.